Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Stitcher, and Anchor. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 10 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It is the how many movies has Sony Animation released, man? Ever since like Open Season or Surf's Up came out, they've been putting out movies, man. But yes, it's the Sony produced Spider-Man animated movie starring, I guess, the voices of, they still the stars in the movie, Shameik Moore, Haley Steinfeld, Jake Johnson, Liev Schreiber, Mahershala Ali, Brian Tyree Henry, Kimiko Glenn, Nicolas Cage, Lily Tomlin, and John Mulaney. Is directed by Bob Persichetti, Peter Ramsey, and Rodney Rothman. If you want to get a shout out in my review of Aquaman, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. So, like, the lazy, spoiler-free plot synopsis is that this is a Miles Morales origin story. The more extended plot synopsis is that Kingpin is trying to open up portals to other dimensions, and in doing so, multiple different spider characters all get pulled into Miles Morales' dimension. I really dug this movie. Shameik Moore, who was in Dope, is dope as Miles Morales. And man, Miles is a kid. He's up against a tough measuring stick in his police officer father. He is, I want to say, black and Dominican. So it's some Espanol in the movie that I didn't understand. So it hits multiple geographical, cultural dynamics, demographics. It's perfect as far as, like, he's trying to find his way in the world. He's trying to figure out the man he's going to grow into, which also comes with he's trying to figure out the hero he's going to grow into. The setup and the build-up into him becoming Spider-Man is very cool. The multiple dimensional spider people showing up is very cool. I love the cast. Shameik Moore, like I said. I love Jake Johnson as Peter Parker from an alternate dimension, who is not anything like the Peter Parker that is in Miles' dimension. Haley Steinfeld is great as Gwen Stacy. You got John Mulaney as Spider-Ham, which I'm pretty sure is it Spider-Ham or Peter Porker. He existed before the Simpsons movie came out. I saw a meme that was like, damn, the Simpsons predicted everything. And it had like Spider-Pig in the picture. Like, I think Spider-Ham existed before Spider-Pig. And that was just a gag for Spider-Man 3 because it came out that summer. Nicolas Cage is great as Spider-Man Noir. Everything, his dialogue is straight out of the 30s. It's amazing. It's hilarious. There are so many references to other Spider-Man content. I loved the Kingpin. Like, this is we're never going to get Kingpin in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so this is the closest we're going to get to Spider-Man versus Kingpin in a cinematic movie. And I loved it. And Kingpin isn't doing evil to do evil. He has something that he wants done, and he goes about it in an evil way. And this is how you do multiple villains in a movie, and it doesn't feel overloaded and bloated with villains. And there are villains in the movie, but not so many that it takes the focus away from the main villain. It's very dope. There is a character in here that looks like another Marvel hero and anti-hero owned by another studio, and he looks close enough to how I wanted him to look for me not to be upset with the look of the character design and all of that. There are heartfelt moments. The action is great. Visually, it's amazing. This is my favorite cartoon of the year. This is my favorite animated movie all year. It is a literal comic book jump off the page onto the screen. There's so much cool imagery to look at. Cool cameo about half-ish way through. Post-credit scene, so don't just get up and leave. And that's the thing. There was an alternate Spider-Man that I wanted to see that wasn't a main hero within the focus of the plot, but that spider person is in the post-credit scene. It's very dope. And the post-credit scene is hysterical. There are hopes. I've heard what they might be planning for the sequel, but then why introduce this hero at the very end in the post-credit scene if that character is not going to be in the next movie? You know what I mean? I mean, my favorite animated movie of the year, so you should already know by now, man. With all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is dope as fuck. I've been looking forward to this movie since the teaser trailer a year ago, and I was not disappointed. I can't remember off the top of my head, silly me, but this was most likely in my most anticipated movies of the year, and anticipation met expectation. Have you seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, man? What did you think, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. Give y'all a little peek. Give y'all a little peek at the tea right quick. Outcast Into the Spider-Verse mashup. Ripped Apparel. Check it out. If you want that shout out, within $2 million, higher or lower, how much will Into the Spider-Verse make opening weekend? And there is an all-female spinoff with like Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, I think Silk. I'm interested in that too. It's pointless. It's a cash grab. But I'm interested to see what they do, especially after seeing this. And then all the multiple villains they can still introduce is crazy. So I haven't been with y'all in a couple weeks. So check out my reviews for Creed 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Robin Hood, Fantastic Beasts, Instant Family, Widows. It's all up there, man. 9 Rec League episodes in the can. Check those out. Number 10 is on the way, like I said. I'm about to review The Mule before the end of the year. I want to review Aquaman, Mary Poppins Returns, Bumblebee, Welcome to Marwen, Vice, and Holmes and Watson. I can't guarantee I'll get to all of them. That's just what I want to see. Blu-ray collection update coming at the very beginning of the year. My favorite movies of the year, my 3 favorite fourth quarter movies, my most anticipated movies of next year. It's all on the way, man. Stay tuned, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.